back, and I was putting that cake together, and I realized, you know, the white plates, it just wasn't going to work. I was going to have to, because of the gap in between, it was just going to be too much white showing. I wasn't going to be able to cover all that, so I didn't like that. So I went ahead and took those off, and I had to go get a hacksaw. So we had to cut for quite a while there, and so this is how you can take these off. Okay, if you have a saw at home, you can do it with a saw, but a knife, a serrated knife would work also. Okay, so that's how I got those off, all 4 of them, on the 8-inch plates though. And then I went ahead and I covered them with the black florist foil. Okay, so you wouldn't see the white plate. And then I went ahead and I put it so that the black foil is underneath here. Okay, so that the part that I taped is actually touching the cake board. And then I just used the double-sided tape again to attach the cake to it. I kind of dented up my cake a little bit, so we're going to have to fix that with there's just going to be a lot of covering things up here on this cake. And that kind of happens on cakes like these sometimes, so no worry, we'll get through it. Another thing I want to mention, I would transport the cake like this, but the one thing you have to watch out for, you have to make sure that all these are really tight, all the metal, the screws, because the weight of the cake, you have to kind of move it around a little bit. Make sure that the weight of the cake won't, you know, when you're transporting it, unscrew the metal parts. So when I transport a cake like this, it's actually good to just keep, you can decorate most of it, except what I'm going to put up here, I wouldn't, the topper that you'll see later, wouldn't attach that until I actually get to the site. And that way, transporting this, I would actually hold on to this part, so have someone else sit with the cake and actually hold on to this so that it doesn't move around, because like I said, these are 8-inch cakes, so they're not that heavy, but if you have anything larger, it's pretty heavy, and the weight of it can kind of unscrew these things to the movement in the car. So you have to be careful with that, watch out for that. Another thing I want to mention, these again, they're, like I just said, they're 8-inch cakes only by 2 inches, so they're not that heavy. If you have anything bigger than that, you might want to, instead of using the plastic plates, because the plastic plates do bend a little bit, so what you want to do is go ahead and use wood boards like we used on the bottom cake instead of the plastic plates. Okay, and then you would just cover them the same way with the black foil. Okay, all right, so let me get this out of the way and get my fondant out, and we can go ahead and start decorating these.